Robin. Late start. Okay. Just follow along. Oh, okay. All right. Ready? Turning. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. To the side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right, 2, 3. To your left, 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right, 2, 3. To your left, 2, 3. Center. Inhale. You breathe through your nose. Exhale. Okay. Should do one more. Reach down. To your right. To your left. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, hands in your waist. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center cross. Knees. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Stop. Switch hands. Other direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Hands on your waist. Neck turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center tilt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center down. 2 and 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, spread your feet. Turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, stretch out a little. Switch. 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 Straighten the front knee. Switch. 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 Center. nice. Okay. Okay, back to center. And we'll shake it out. Okay, hands up, deep breathing, pull in, up on your toes and down. Okay, shoulder roll. Reverse. And center. Okay, press, release, exhale, inhale. And stop. Hands up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, wrists, elbows and knees. palms down from the shoulders. Center. Okay, side to sides. And center. And center, insert the needle. So we have to weight it on the left leg, and we're going to go up and down. And center. Okay, switch. And center. Okay, legs ready. And center, we'll switch feet. And center. Okay, side to side. center. Switch. And center. Okay, shake it out. Deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, silk grilling. Hold the ball. Step up right side. Switch. And center. Okay, cross, open and close, switch feet. Okay, now we're going to switch. And center, okay. Okay, feet parallel, shoulder width. Preparation. Yeah. Okay, lower hoop, rounding out. So your elbows out a little bit. Cup your shoulders. Cup, yeah. Sort of rounding out. So your elbows aren't like this. You flare them out, but then that causes this joint to roll forward, and that rounds out the top of your back. Okay, then the next we go to shoulder height. Same circle. So as a reference, if you line up your wrists to your shoulder, that will give you a space between. So if it's too straight, it'll be like that. If it's too wide, it'll be like that. So you just kind of find that position. So that'll leave a space between your fingertips, maybe 4 to 5 inches, depending on the length of your arms. Okay. Now from here, we drop the elbows, cup your hands, rounding out, hollow the palm. Down. Okay, we're going to press down with the palms along the side of your leg. Straighten up. Now thrust down, fingertips pointing down. Okay, hands up, pull in, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Okay, let's form this diagonal flying. So it's shoulder and hip, then slant up. Okay, now part the horse's mane from hold the ball. Okay, that's diagonal flying. Then part the horse's mane is higher and rounder. So it's then stroking down, diagonal flying, stroke down, part the horse's mane. Okay, other side. Start in this position, shoulder and hip, slant up. So just think of it as, and the arms are like this, a little bit more angular than when we slide up. Sort of point the fingers along that diagonal. So it's spreading the hands, it's called splitting. Okay, now we sit back, hold the ball. Now it's round, so let's just follow through with a bigger turn from the waist. Then we gaze down toward the lower hand. Okay, let's try diagonal flying again. Stroke down to pop the horse's mane. Okay, back to shoulder width stance, palms down, vertical elbow or right to left, corner to corner, cloud hands. Okay, palms down. Lower hoop, carry tiger to the mountain. Just lifting up, high level, sort of like stork flaps wings, or that's the position. We stroke down, cross. Okay, so this hoop is the same hoop throughout. That's what you're trying to replicate, is that hoop position. And there's your lower hoop. So that's what you draw off of when you set up certain positions. That's palm. Right, so it's vertical and horizontal elbow. We're in the shoulder height hoop position. That's the one that we turn right to left, right? And we turn this way. If we turn this way, it becomes vertical and horizontal. So that's in brush knee as one of the movements. And then if we were to flip the hands, that's what would happen. And we also can do this. So this becomes a transition, right? Or a brush knee, right? So this is where the comes from, or that's what we're doing. So this movement becomes this. So all these little patterns that we develop, it's really in space. So when we replicate a motion, if it's not in the body, then you have trouble finding this curve. But actually this curve is just two circles. But when you cross them, then it becomes an S curve, right? So that's just like a figure 8 on the vertical line. Now anything that requires us to bring it down a low hoop, say carry tiger to the mountain to hold the ball, or brush knee. So it becomes synchronized. One pattern is this, one pattern is this goes back, this goes forward. So the cross-lateral coordination, where we cross our body, becomes this side knows, this side knows. So that's the body intelligence we're building. All right, then here we do the infinity sign, but that's divert and block. So why is it in this space, or why is it at this level? Because your forearms become the part that shields your midsection. So your forearms become part of that motion that's critical to the closing. And then when you get to one side, how do you get to the other side? You have to create a sort of an eddy, like a wave, and it becomes that figure 8. So it's still up and down, right to left. And just remember, when you do a one-sided movement, then it drifts to the center. So your infinity sign would be there. If you go to the other side, the infinity sign would be here. And where would this hand be? This hand would be forming the fist, right? So you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we form the fist. Bring the palms together and strum the lute. So this movement is a vertical elbow, it's strum the lute, and it's also forward and backwards, right? Backward to forward, forward to backward, right? No? Yeah. So that's what, when we move forward and back, right? Forward and back. So the hand moves forward and the body can move forward. The hand goes to the side, but the body can turn to the side. So you have cloud hands that moves right to left. You have cross hands and push that goes forward and back. So forward, that's what forward and back is a direction. But eventually we have to integrate the body driven by the legs. So that's key in Tai Chi, because when we go forward and back and forward, that's what grasps the sparrow's tail is, right? There's your horizontal circle. Here's your press, which is one of those. Here's your slant down, like in this. And then here's your push, as in push. So all these little things that we do, we're refining them over time. But, you know, the body will pick up on it, and the pattern becomes consistent. The circles become consistent. The transitions become timed. Then you have forward, backward, right, left, center. And then you have the central equilibrium in the body. Those are the key principles of our body form. So then, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. So you inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Exhale twice as long as you inhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, we'll try it again. Just do it just the way Mara just did that. She notice down that her heels touch down at the end of the breath, right? So you're timing even the breathing. Okay, so what's next? Draw the bow. Yeah. So this is another turning right to left. Align the fingertip to the elbow. Okay, now we'll scoop down, put the left hand on top, spread the feet, horse stance, lift up, elbows high enough to get your forehead in line with the palm, or get your palm in line with the forehead. So the right side on top goes to the right, the left side on top goes to the left. And you turn away. Okay, next, shoulder width stance, raise the hand. And center. Hands up, palms up. Deep breathing. Okay, we'll go through the short form. Okay, we feet parallel. Now talk you through it. Ready? Preparation. Shift your weight, step up. Press forward. Sit back, turn the corner. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Hook your wrists. Single whip. Hold the ball. Shift. Diagonal flying. Shift. Step up. Press forward. Lower the hand as you move forward. Parallel stance. Lift. Stork flaps wings. Okay, bend your knees, turn your shoulders, and pivot on the heel, the toe of the rear foot, and then the heel of the front foot. Okay, brush knee 4 times. Sit back, turn to your right. Create that shape in the middle, the S shape, and push. Going forward on the left side. Sit back, toe out, step through. Strum the lute, turn to the right corner, palm up, turn back to left center, step up the parallel stance, close the door. Form the fists and punch. Here's your infinity sign, it's in the center. Punch, cross the forearms, leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Then we go to neutral position, turn to the corner again, lower the arm, slice out with a half a hoop, pull back, fist under elbow. Neutral position, round out the left, straighten the rear foot. Going forward, turn to the right, straighten the rear foot. Neutral position, hold the ball. Twist step, step up, diagonal flying. Sit back, here's your insert the needle, up and then down. Step up, heel first, pivot on the heel, rear foot pivots, open, fan to the back, shift your weight, turn, stroke down, parry, and punch. Form the fist, step up, punch. Sit back, turn, turn. Punch, cross the arms, leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Bring the hands down, turn, carry tiger to the mountain. Pivot, square the feet, and we cross the arms. We raise the left side, bend from the waist, and we're going to go to the right foot. It's counterclockwise rotation to stork flaps wings. Continue around. Left side, grasp the sparrow's tail. Hook your wrists, left side, single whip. Open the stance. Here's your single whip. Now we bring the palm in, hold the ball, flip it over to reverse, diagonal flying to the left. Okay, stroke down. Here's your pot the horse's mane. Now we're going to have to step through, get to the right side, stroke down, pot the horse's mane. Cross corner. Jade Lady work shuttle. Crossover. Jade Lady work shuttle. Hook your wrist, drop your elbow, turn to the front. Spread your feet, single whip. Right side hooked, left side makes the first circle, pivot on the heel of the right foot, second circle, heel of the right foot, step out toe, heel, heel, heel. toe, heel, heel, hook. Toe, heel, single whip. Flip it over, diagonal flying. There, side hand position goes to the front, elbows go to the side, elbows go to the back, and reset. Deep breathing, inhale. Okay, so Constantine, you want to work with Sonny? Yeah, he'll work on a section, whatever you want to do, and he'll kind of build you a sequence so you can remember it. Well, we're going to do another form. Yeah. So when I talk you through the form, do you think I've memorized the form? Just curious to see what you think. Like, do I recite it to myself? Yeah, when I talk you through the form. What do you think happens for the process to happen? For me, probably never thought about it.
I think you start the position first and then you come up with what you're going to say, because it's muscle memory.
Yeah, it's in the muscle memory, but it's your body telling you what's happening. Because it's the feedback from what's going on in your body. So then it comes out because you really can't you can say it before it and then do it, but when you're doing it, it happens, it's the feedback from your body telling you what's happening. So we practice telling yourself what's happening, and then eventually you'll be able to lead the class. That's where we're going. Let's go to long form. Okay. Preparation. Okay, carry tiger to the mountain. Lower hoop, upper hoop. Relax the shoulders as you adjust your feet. Cross the arms, settle and sink. Turn. single whip. Turn, fist under elbow. Carry tiger to the mountain. Open the stance. Here's your spiraling down. Diagonal flying, shift and step up. Raise the hand. Stork flask swings. Okay, next. Okay, now brush knee one time. Insert the needle. Fan to the back. Parry and punch. Form the fist. Oop. Step backwards, retreat, punch, divert, block, and punch. Toe out, step up. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Single whip. Hold the ball, cloud hands. And set up. And turn. Left heel kick. Forward, planting punch. Turn, parry and punch. Now we do the setup just like the first time. High pat the horse. We're going to turn toward the corner. We're going to do beat the tiger, open the stance, turn to your right. Stroke down, pass through, turn to the back. Clench your fists, turn to the side. Lower hoop. Right heel kick. 2 punches to the ear. Set up, flip your hands over, fold your elbows, parting leg, and turn. Parting leg. And then we're going to stroke down, parry and punch. Form the fists and punch. Divert, block, and punch. Cross the arms. Leopard and tiger springs to mountain. Bring the hands down, carry tiger to the mountain again. Sit back, turn, cross, turn. These are obliques. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Single whip. Hold the ball. Diagonal flying, depart the horse's mane. Toe out, step up. Toe out, step up. Now cross corner. Stroke down, part the horse's mane. Cross over. Jade lady work shadow, pivot then pivot. Change your hands. Jade lady work shadow right side. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Turn back to the front. Single whip. Cloud hands. Turn. Snake sticks out tongue. Invert the hands, pull down. Step up. Lift the knee. Golden cockerel. Poke and kick. Golden cockerel. Reverse the stance. Carry tiger to the mountain. Lift up, open the stance. Hold the ball. Raise the hand. Bend from the waist. Brush knee one time. Insert the needle. Fan to the back. Parry and punch. Form the fists and step up. Divert, block and punch. Step up. bowed hands, third set. No? I always look in the mirror to get a check. I see. And we turn to set up. Palm strikes face. Turn. Single lotus. Brush knee. Left push. Forward and back. Punch down the crotch. Step up, grasp sparrow's tail again. Now we have single whip. Okay. Second downward posture. Pull down, step up to 7-star. Retreat, ride the tiger, and palm strikes face. Come through the center, turn, double lotus, draw bow to shoot tiger, set up again, palm strikes face, turn again, parry and punch, and then we step up. High pat the horse, grasp the sparrow's tail. Okay. You have to leave early, yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll see you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Question? Yeah.
The second one, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Second one.
Yeah, so your second one, you're poking, and kicking, and then pulling back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And then put.
Yeah, yeah. So when you're on this side, then when you come down, you poke. Then once you get to here, then you lift your leg and then draw back, yeah. So there is a kick there. So the first one is not really a kick, but you do have to make that swing up. So, but that could be a kick too, but it's just that's not a kick. But it can be potentially a kick, because what it is, you're swinging your leg and you're coming up. So that is, but the other one's more defined as a kick. So those are kind of setups for, yeah. So you want, any question? No? You want to just do the steps? Oh, yeah, what? Can you, yeah, go ahead. It's okay. No. Okay, three steps. Circles. Okay, we'll go to the side. So we can do the diamond step now. So we can just random circles, and we just get our feet to go right and then backward left and then right and then backward, right? So we're just gonna go toward that, well, not maybe 30 degrees. Just go here. 1, 2, 3, turn. Left, right, left. Now open your hips and turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3. So here we have to get to here, so we have to turn this way. 1, 2, 3. Now here we have to turn our hips this way and go backwards. So that's the only thing that's changed, that's different. It's just a directional change.
When are you doing clockwise and when are you doing counterclockwise?
Yeah, when we do the forward and backward, it's easier to do it that way, so that when we go like this, then that follows, and we this, and then this follows. So when we're doing a forward back, but when you're doing this, sometimes it gets a little bit more tricky. So if you just did this and then just did the same circle all the time, it would still work. See? You don't have to. I'm just saying it's a bit easier not to reverse the circle. But if you can do that, you can do it either way.
Clockwise going forward, counterclockwise back.
Yeah, when we're doing that one, because when we're going like this, 1, 2, 3, you don't want to do this. You want it to be in the same direction. But when we're going this way and we turn, that kind of goes, that blends with the direction of the circle too, because I'm essentially walking counterclockwise to a clockwise hand. See, so that works too. Now you did the opposite of that and you haven't practiced it like this, that would work too. So why there's a difference? If you have a partner, then the directional changes and the arm could vary, so then you'd have to follow that circle, depending on what the arm's doing as a technique, that's all. So, you build this coordination, but also a sensitivity to what's happening, because your arms aren't just making a circle. We could go, right, these exercises? You could do any of those things while you're in motion. But the thing is, that's just drawing off, So everything that we learn is just a piece of something. When it's in your body, then you draw off of that. That's essentially what happens. But if you have nothing to draw off of, then you wouldn't be able to figure that out. But we have enough to kind of work with that. So we go clockwise, we go 1, 2, 3, then we turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, 3. So if you want to do the Jackie Gleason on the first step, huh?
You do 2 steps and then you turn on the third?
Yeah, you're going 1, 2, 3. This is your third step. This is when you turn. Yeah. And then you go 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth step. So the fourth step is the turn.
But it reminds me of push hands.
What's that?
2 people are doing push hands together and moving.
Yeah, you could do it like that, yeah. So if we were doing circles, let's do the circle with one hand. All right, now you take a step forward, 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. And then if you go this way, then you go 1, 2, 3. Then you go this way. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, yeah.
I'm not a good,
So that's what happens when you blend it together, right?
That reminds me of the show when we saw,
Yeah, Minor and Steven.
yeah, when they were doing,
Yeah, that's called moving step, push hands, synchronize the hands.
yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
This reminds me of it.
Yeah, so this is the training for walking and, taking your steps directionally. So why do you step directionally? It's offensive, defensive actions, moving into your opponent, moving away from your opponent, right? Sidestepping, avoiding, that's why you do this. You would move, if you move and then you pull, then that would be a pulling. So so pulling is this. When you go like this and then you go like this, that becomes a pulling. And the term for pulling, when you're like this and then you close your hand, it's called plucking. Plucking is the term they use. There's a
On the farm.
yeah. So when do you pluck? Chicken? No, actually they use the analogy for the fruit. Like if you pull an apple off, you have to pluck it. And it has to be a sudden action. So how does that sudden action go? So if you take a hand, if I take his hand, you come into me right here, and you pull, I pull down, and then would be a sudden motion. You'd pluck. And you quack. No, that's a duck. You go whack. So that's a plucking.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, one more time.
When you're over here,
Yeah.
you're turning, which leg goes where?
So okay. Okay, so go like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
2, 3, because the fourth one was your first step. So just figure this, right? The fourth one is your first. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you head this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's called the diamond step. Yeah. The diamond?
Is there an opal too? Or jasper?
No, it's not an opal. They put an H on it. Hopeful.
Or hopeless? Okay.
Then there's a chain step. When you stand and you walk like this. And your hands, right? So that's actually drills that the Wu Style Tai Chi has. Now I don't, Wu Style Tai Chi, emerged, but then the daughter of the family lived in Shanghai, and her husband his name was Ma Yuliang, and he actually wrote several books on pushing hands, but the footwork is in his book. Now, people have done probably footwork, but maybe more random. I think he might have been the one that maybe formalized it a little bit more. So who knows, maybe it came from ballroom dancing.
When you do the diamond, I wasn't sure I heard you correctly. Do you keep doing clockwise the whole way, or do you?
No, it's optional, but doing it clockwise first, till you get the knack of it, then you can kind of reverse it to see if you can reverse it, or you can alternate it. Yeah. So any of the drills that you do, it's a training, and when you train, it's to reinforce whatever you're trying to memorize. And then once it goes into your long-term memory, then you don't really have to, then you can refine it. Once you walk, and then you don't have to think about how you're going to step, then you can just keep walking and walking and walking. These movements, when we step like this, you can do, as long as they're in a series, you could walk, as many times as you want, and you just keep moving, and you're moving with your arms. So it's just basic. Just like we do 3 cloud hands, you could do 20 of them or 30 of them.
Basically, if you're doing this person, you have to feel if they start going back, you're going to follow them.
Yeah.
Going forward, you're going to follow them.
Yeah. So that's what you do in the moving step. And you can walk a circle, or you can walk this way, and then you go this way. It depends. If I'm pulling you and here, and then we change directions, and you pull me, then it would be this. And then if I change your hands and pull, so then it would be. Then you have to form. And if I change, and then you come toward.
About feeling.
Yeah.